viewing audience.
Photo tip, folks. If you're taking pictures through the viewport windows down below, please turn your flash off. And the photo will turn out much, much better that way. Viewport windows are over 3¼ inches thick. Not only bulletproof, but very flash-proof as well. So turn your flash off when taking pictures of the fish. You can leave your flash on if you're taking pictures inside the cabin. You know, if the crew of your ohana, whatever you'd like as far as that goes. Easy way to remember that, guys. It's okay to flash each other. Just don't flash the fish.
Aloha, viewing audience. Ed and I are going on a submarine dive today, and there's the sub right in the distance. Take a look at the blue of that water. Isn't that something? It was a nice rich turquoise when we left, and it's still pretty blue. Okay.
After all, there'll be a...
Surface, Atlantis 10, our hatches are secure, life supports on and operating, water ballast is set, trim weight is midship. We're approximately 72 feet
Here's the inside of our sub.
Requesting permission to dance and dine.
Atlantis 7. We're away from the side. Clear to vent, clear to dive.
Prepare to dive.
Roger. Venting air ballast 3s and 4s, 2s and 5s, 1s and 6s. Alright, surface, Atlantis 7. Our hatches are secure, life supports on and operating, water ballast is set, trim weight is midship, approximately 77 feet below the keel. Requesting permission to vent and dive.
Atlantis 7, away from your side, clear to vent, clear to dive.
Venting air ballast 3s, 4s, 2s, 5s, 1s and 6s, that's all vents.
We're going down.
Atlantis, your naval surface time is 49. Your present location is 3 and 3 off of Mackay.
Roger, 4933.
Next to launch, clear to vertical.
Arming activates vertical thrusters.
T2 operational vertical thrusters.
Jellyfish are back.
Wouldn't your grandson think this was good?
Yep. They're a bit hard to see, but they're there.
Roger, Bells.
And we're going down.
Mahalo surface switching
This
now.
is so different from what he's used to. He might quite enjoy it.
All right, guys. Well, there it is. Take a look at these depth gauges we have for you. One of them is located here on the port side of the submarine on the forward bulkhead, guys, right there, reading 27 feet right now. Another one is located there in the very back on the starboard side, reading the same, guys. We are completely submerged right now, all the way under the water. You guys are all official submariners. Yay!
Yay!
All right, we're going to make our way down to that coral reef real quick here, guys. And if you take a look out your viewport windows right now, look down, guys. You can start to see a little bit of that coral coming into view. It looks like it is a beautiful day today. We'll see what it looks like when we get a little bit further down there, folks. Now, located at your knees, folks, are white compartment bins. I spoke to you about those bins on the Malamakai. Now, in an unlikely event, those bins will open up automatically. You're going to find your safety gear stored inside. Now, if you take a look right in between your viewport windows, there is a two-sided color fish ID card known as a sushi menu here on the submarine. Everything down there on the reef, guys, is edible. So do take a look at those sushi menus throughout the dive today to see what kind of critters we can spot out there. Located right above your viewport window, folks, is an air conditioning vent. Now, you feel free to move this vent around if you need to. Guys, located right above that vent, about 15 inches, is probably the most important piece of equipment here on this $8 million submarine. Guys, I'm holding in my hand right now your Aloha bags. If you need to say aloha to your breakfast or that last Mai Tai that you had this morning, go ahead and grab a bag. Folks, you fill it up, it is yours to keep. Compliments to your friends here at Atlantis Adventures. We insist you take that home with you. Yeah, guys, don't you dare leave it behind.
Ooh, I think I see a fish.
Well, folks, let's get the crew introduced to you. They're in the very back. Your co-pilot communications director today, Mr. Mitch Kaufman. Folks, my name is Rob. I'm your dive narrator, sitting shotgun right behind your pilot today. How about a big old round of applause for your pilot, Mr. Preston?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard the Atlantis 10. So thank you all for 7. Thank you all for joining us. Just act, relax, and enjoy your tour today.
Nothing's coming up. Can't really pick anything up on the viewfinder.
Maybe it's just the screen, and you'll see it when it's fixed.
I hope so. Wow.
Boy, it is really nice today, guys. Probably a good 100 feet of visibility out there. Welcome to the Royal Coral Gardens of Kailua Bay.
Dark fish on the white background, or light colored fish on the dark background.
I think that's dory fish. Right over there. Right. Just that way. Yep. Right there. Ooh, that's pretty. Little, missed him. I'm just gonna keep this,
Keep it zoomed out.
yeah.
Everything's going by too fast for you to zoom in on it.
Yep.
Face and Murdoch.
Neat.
Oh, I see. I just saw this one.
Number 3 was. Number 3. Yeah. Well, guys, you know what? As you take a look out those windows, we're looking at a lot of living animal. This coral reef is very hard and stony. It's a very surge-tolerant coral reef that we have here. A fringing reef that runs from the shoreline down to about 85 feet in depth. Now, past 85 feet, we're going to see a bit of a transition to where a lot less living coral and a lot more of the exposed lava flow that happens to be the foundation of this coral reef, which will be awfully neat to see. Now, guys, this is all made of limestone or calcium carbonate. The little tiny coral polyp animal is about the size of a pinhead, very, very small. What that animal does, folks, is takes the minerals from the seawater and builds up this limestone shell around the outside of its body for protection. It's the exoskeleton of the animal there. And I'll get back to that coral here in just a minute, guys, because right now, on both sides of the submarine, huge groups, huge schools of fish out there, guys, known as the yellow-striped goatfish. Yeah,
Goatfish?
a big, big school of them off to both the port and starboard side, folks. They almost look like they're blending into the water column. They do have a forked-shaped yellow tail, a yellow stripe running down their body, and 2 barbels off the bottom of their chin. Now, they will use those barbels to sift through the sand out there, guys, for little bits of food to eat.
Look at that.
And they're a nocturnal animal. You can tell they've got a pretty good sized eye on them so they can see at night. Do what they're doing during the daylight here.
Whoa.
Together, because there is definitely safety in numbers, folks. So, yeah, they have a tendency to look a little bit bigger out there. Now, off to the starboard side, we passed a nice grouping of ta'ape, or the blue line snapper. Now, they kind of run together in here as one big herd of fish, I guess, but nevertheless, you can tell the difference between the 2 species of fish by taking a look at their tail. Now, the veke, or the goatfish out there, have a forked tail, and they kind of blend into the water. But these ta'ape, or the blue line snapper, have a very vibrant triangle-shaped yellow tail. They do have 4 blue bars running across the side of their body, folks, and they are ono. Everyone say ono.
Oh no.
That's right, guys. That means delicious or tasty here in Hawaiian. Just a bit small, folks. Yeah, they were actually introduced to these waters here from the islands of Tahiti about 50 years ago. They were going to be used as an inshore food source. Now, I guess they failed to realize that the waters here, being much cooler than they are down in Tahiti, would actually stunt them in size. And so these guys top out at about 1.5 pounds. Not too big, but nevertheless, very, very good eating. Can't eat just one, though, so they're known as the potato chip of the sea. That's right, guys.
Okay, I felt water drip on me. Should I be worried?
Nope. Probably condensation.
On the edge of the rail there.
Wow, cool. Really hope the camera's picking up all this.
This is amazing. Oh, look at that, guys. Pyramid butterfly fish out there off to the starboard side. They do have a big white pyramid stamped on the side of their body and fins that almost look yellow-orange in color. Very rare, extremely depth-specific fish, and I cannot believe that we're finding them this shallow in only about 70 feet of water. That is really, really neat to see, guys. Very rare fish, and they are a pair bonding fish. You can see that if you count them all, I think I spotted about 8 of them out there. Yeah, they'll be swimming around in pairs. A lot of the butterfly fish here in Hawaii do that pair bonding technique very early on in life. They'll find a mate, stick with that mate for life. If one of them were to die due to an illness or be eaten, the other one would be so sad it would starve itself to death.
Wow. Talk about dying of a broken heart.
Wow, folks, this is really, really nice seeing this huge school of fish out there. That is really, really big. That may be the entire school district.
Geez, it even extends quite a ways out there.
Look, Dory.
My goodness, folks, that is very, very nice to see off to the starboard side right now.
A fish just
That
went
is just
right
a
up very close
huge
to the boat.
amount of fish just
You missed it.
blanketing this entire coral reef. Gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous. Guys, we have no idea what your office view is, but you're looking at ours. This is pretty nice, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, look at that.
Now, folks, let's talk about this coral once again here. This coral reef grows extremely slow, very, very slow, only around 1/4 of an inch a year in any direction. Very, very slowly. Now, the little tiny coral polyp itself, as I did mention, is about the size of a pinhead. And we could fit close to maybe 70, 80 of them there, maybe close to 100 of them on the thumbnail, on your thumbnail alone. So they are working together with a single cell plant that is embedded in the tissue of that coral polyp animal. And that's what actually gives it its color. Well, they will use the sunlight from above and through a process called photosynthesis, just like plant life. And that is how they get close to 90% of their food source.
Wow.
Energy. Those carbohydrates and sugars are cultivated through the process of photosynthesis. The other 10% will come at night when this entire coral reef will bloom like an ocean flower. And the coral polyp looks like a very small sea anemone with these little tentacles. And they will feed on the plankton that is floating around in the water column out there, guys. Yeah, those little tiny white specks that you're looking at out those viewport windows, yeah, that is not belly button lint or pocket lint from those surfers out there. That is all plankton, guys. A very, very healthy sign of a coral reef that is doing extremely well. Now, folks, one of the more easily identifiable fish out there on the reef would be all yellow in color, about the size of the palm of your hand. They're known as the yellowtail or Lauipala. Very, very pretty fish. Isn't that Lauipala? Translates to swimming tea leaf. And that yellow tang is a very, very popular aquarium fish. Folks, you may have seen a few of them swimming around in your dentist or doctor's office there in the waiting room. But nevertheless, you know, at one point in time, we had so many Lauipala here in Kona that when the waves would crest, they would shimmer golden in color. And that is how we got our nickname, the Gold Coast. Now, due to the overabundance of collecting of that fish for the aquarium trade, those numbers decreased, you know, dramatically. And so now, yeah, it's not quite the same as it was close to 20 years